Wow, go on. Paul here. So we're gonna get into how yard man or yard woman, is that a thing? I don't even know it. But you were there, Jamaica, can buy crypto. Well, invest into crypto from Jamaica, as well as take profit from crypto from Jamaica. This has nothing to do with trading. This has nothing to do with any type of Ponzi scheme. You see me? So pretty much all you do is just use your Visa, debit or credit card, buy cryptocurrency, hold it, and when the value increase, you withdraw it back to your Visa, debit or credit card. And this is strictly for how you can do it from Jamaica in the simplest format possible. I've come across a lot of videos across YouTube and various other platforms that make it seem like it's hard. It's pretty much, it's not hard. I've done the research for you, and I'm going to show you how you can do that. But just to clear up a few things for anybody new to the crypto space, what is crypto and what direction is crypto going? So crypto is pretty much a type of currency which is used for digital money. So it has a perceived value. So let's say right now what is trending, Bitcoin was the first cryptocurrency that we know of. Its perceived value right now as today's date, because crypto value fluctuates just like Forex. Crypto value fluctuates. Bitcoin has a perceived value of one Bitcoin, that's one single Bitcoin, is perceived to be 50 USD right now. So if you have one Bitcoin, you have an equivalent of 50 USD. That is roughly, let me double check that. No, I'm getting the wrong numbers, because why we are Jamaican know to beat people when we tell them false information. So let me bring up, see if I can find my country using coin market cap. Nope. Nah, tell me. Oh, sorry. I'm using my phone. Way fast up on my phone. Just give me a second. Instead of coin market cap, because I already have that on my screen, I'm going to use Coinbase. I use Coinbase to check stats as well, just to know what's trending. Because I personally mine Bitcoin, and I buy, hold, sell low, sell high. Similar to trading, but I just really exchange. Alright, so as of today, not tell US, because we are Jamaican, although US currency is stronger. The top currencies. Load. Sorry, internet seemed like it's to move away. Now I call the name of the provider. Alright, so right now, one Bitcoin. If you have one Bitcoin, you have roughly 7 million Jamaican dollars. Another top cryptocurrency is Ethereum. If you have one Ethereum, you have roughly 610,000 plus change Jamaican dollars. You have other currencies out there, but we're not going to get into them, because if you check it out, there are a lot of cryptocurrencies out there. To date, you have about over 9,000 cryptocurrencies, and when this video was just to make you know how you can invest in the crypto market. Just to be clear, I have no sort of background in finance. I just saw opportunity, and I took the opportunity and just say, hey, I have a little funny money, what we call spare change, to play around with. So I did that. I invested in mining, which I have mining equipment that generates Bitcoin for me. So I get a certain amount of Bitcoin every day just by just letting them run. And I also look for new currencies that have potential for growth and seem like they make sense, and I invest in it at a low cost, and I wait a couple months or days, and I take my rewards, take my profit. Similar to trading Forex. I don't trade, but it's similar. I'll be there one day, but not for this video. Alright, so I'm going to leave couple links in the description just to make you familiarize yourself with Bitcoin, familiarize yourself with Ethereum, familiarize yourself with other cryptocurrencies out there. Some of you may have heard of Doge. It currently is blowing up, but we're not going to get into that because my opinion of Doge is very subjective. All right, so let's get this on the road. I hope you have your Visa, debit, or credit card ready because we're not joke. We're just going to jump right into it. My first site every time I start my day is to check out coinmarketcap.com. It's currently owned by Binance, but the data on crypto and everything surrounding cryptocurrency is there. Anything you want to know, just go to CoinMarketCap. Other side similar to it, but my favorite is CoinMarketCap. Second, probably Coinbase. So, sorry. I'm going to jump open a new tab and I'm going to go to sex.io. Depending upon how you use your computer, use your browser, you can either Google it or go directly to the site. So I'm just going to do it as simple as possible so everybody can learn at the same pace. So sex.io, it's currently it's a site headquartered in the United Kingdom. They pretty much have the option available to support you depositing directly to the crypto market and withdrawing from the crypto market. Easiest process they have. So this is why I'm recommending this site. It's not a matter of I have any affiliation, a company, a PMF for sure about this video. It's just a matter of what I tested for you, because there are tons of exchanges out there. And exchange would be the equivalent to having a bank, a local bank. And wallet will be the equivalent to having your account. So I've tested them. I've tested a ton of others, and they are the easiest of making sure, hey, you're getting your crypto on the crypto space and you can withdraw your crypto from the crypto space. So we're going to go to their site. There's also a mobile app you can download for both Android and iPhone. I mostly use the mobile app because the mobile app is more intuitive and UI user friendly. Once you're on sex.io or cex.io, depending upon how you want to pronounce it, for those who don't have an account, you can create an account, which go to the top right, which is create an account, where it's going to ask you for email address, password, and country of origin. After the first step, it will ask you for some other simple information, and then you just verify your account. If you're not familiar, the standard right now is KYC, know your customer, which all exchanges are required by law to get a detailed review of who customers are, just to avoid that stigma that crypto had when it just started, which we're not going to really talk about it, but if you know, you know. So this requires simple process of submitting your ID, either your passport, driver's license, or national ID, just for verification purposes. With sex.io or cex.io, it takes like half an hour just to get you verified, and then you can actually start doing more. Yeah, because if you don't verify, you're just limited to certain actions. But we'll go through those. Seeing that I already have an account, I am going to just sign into my account. And I'm going to sign in. I need my phone for this because I have two-factor enabled, which I totally recommend. So whether you want to use Google Authenticator or Microsoft Authenticator, it's just a level of security to know that you have money playing around on the internet. And you want to make sure that if your password or email just gets compromised, as in somebody has it, they can't just log into your account without your authorization. It's just add a level of security. So if you're familiar with two-factor, you know these codes are pretty much generated randomly. So even if you see my code right now, this has no use to you. You still can't get into my account. So once you log into Sex or CEX, you see your account. So this is pretty much what your account looks like. If you have currencies available, you can always go over to where is it? I don't see it. Wow. So I really don't use the website. But on the mobile, I recommend a mobile because everything is there. When you click wallet, you see your wallet, because currently it's just showing me my top balances. I have no Bitcoin right now because this morning, before I thought of doing this video, I exchanged my Bitcoin for USD. So I had an equivalent of 24 USD worth of Bitcoin, minus the transaction fees, because with exchange, there's a transaction fee. This is how exchanges make money. So if you're converting currency to another currency, there's a transaction fee. If you're sending currency, there's a transaction fee. And there's also fees if you're going to deposit, because you're entering an international market. So you know your local bank is going to charge you a thing to send that, convert it to whatever currency that site supports, and send it off, as well as CX.I is going to charge you a thing to send your money to your local bank account. So before we go over all of that, once you reach a stage of you're going to withdraw, make sure it's always a profit. You have to calculate the fees into the process. So you can't say you put in $20 today and next week you see that grow to $25 and you're going to decide that you're going to withdraw. Because in this case, CX transactional fee to withdraw is around $5, depending on how much you really withdraw. So you're pretty much you're not even taking, because you're losing, because by the time that hits your account, depending upon the value of fiat, which is real money, you're still not going to get back the exact amount that you took from your account. So a little bit of financial literacy will be needed when you do this. But now I'm going to bombard you in one video. There's going to be more. I would love to hear your opinion in the comments. I'll just try to base my videos on everything that I see in the comments for future videos. So I'm going to try and do at least one video a week, and mostly probably Friday, because Friday is my slowest day. Alright, so once you create your CX.io account and you're brought here, you will see your name if you're using the browser. Because for most account activity changes, I recommend the browser. So as I was letting you know, verification from earlier, let's tackle verification. So these are the levels to verification. Level 1, deposits up to 3,000 US a day and withdrawals up to 10,000 US a day. You don't necessarily need to verify all of these, because you may never hit that amount depending upon how you're doing what you're doing. Because who knows, in the future other sites may mimic what CX is doing and this video just becomes outdated. But for now, you only need to do stage 1, so you can actually, because even though they say this right now that is just 3,000 a day, it's actually still a limit. You can't do certain exchange options until you verify account, because it's mandatory right now just because of certain things that go on when crypto just start. So do the first one, which is just require your ID. So it requires your ID, the front and back, if it's a driver's license or a national ID, and if it's a passport, just the cover and the passport page. And then you need to take a selfie with, either you take it and upload it depending if you're using your mobile or a computer with a webcam, or you can just take the picture and just send it to your computer or just upload it directly to CX.io. Once they say verify, you're done. So once verification done, it's going to move. As you can see, I'm trying to get to the third stage of verification, but it's still under review. This is where you verify your residence. Sorry, not residence, enhanced verification. They run some sequence of code and it's still pending. So if you were still at stage 1, it would say pending, but this takes like 30 minutes the most in my experience. Once you verified, then boom, bam, you can either go to cards, and once you go to cards, you can add your Visa debit or Visa credit. MasterCard is not recommended if you're from Jamaica. You have banks like Scotia that has their new MasterCard. It won't work. Right now, SEX is having some issues with the MasterCard, and as well, it's not supported by Jamaica, because what's going to happen is that if you enter a MasterCard sequence of numbers, SEX is going to detect that you're not in the region of Jamaica anymore. The system is going to detect. I'm not sure. I just came across it and I just say, hey, this is not going to work out. Because what's going to happen is that once it sees that sequence of numbers, because you know the first set of numbers in a card determines what type of card it is. Once you drop that, you're going to see extra field come up where it says SSN. Most, if not all, locals never take a plane yet, or take a plane once in a while, won't have an SSN. So that doesn't apply to you. So you leave that alone. So not saying you can't use MasterCard. I'm just saying if you do not have an SSN, do not enter a MasterCard. Use a Visa card. Either it be credit or that be debit. So if you want to pay against your credit card bill, or if you just want your money to go straight to your account, you turn it into cash, go to an ATM, that's your thing. So once you reach here and add your card, it's a simple process. Enter your card's number, expiration date, and the digit at the back of your card, and you're good to go. So when you're withdrawing, you're going to have to enter the digit at the back of your card every time, just like every other site will make sense. So no, say they don't retain, because, you know, if I'm familiar in the UK, there is the GDPR policy where entities aren't allowed to save information to an extent, as well as they aren't allowed to hold information for a long period of time anymore. So this really helps you. So in case of compromise, you can narrow down where a compromise occurs. Not saying it will happen, but it's the internet. You have to be very vigilant. All right. I hope informed you well, not to panic anyone. Don't be scared. Cryptocurrency is the future, guys. Cryptocurrency may make you some additional revenue, so it depends on the direction you want to go with it. But let's wheel it back in. So once you add your card, good to go, great. As I was saying earlier, I already turned my Bitcoin into real money. So now I have $24. So what I'm going to do is from the from the browser, I'm going to show you how you are going to send that to your local bank account. So NCB dry now, so let me log into my NCB, show you. Again, jncb.com. So I'm going to sign into my personal NCB account, whatever that is, don't care. Just to show you what's up. Alright, okay, so my NCB account is up. As you can see, my account, I have 2984. See me? So let's start this. So I'm gonna go over to CEX again. Which account is again? I think it's this one. Alright, so you can either go to cards, the menu at the top, and then you'll be brought here to manage cards, where you can choose which card you want to withdraw to, or you can just hit the withdraw, where you'll be brought to this window, and you have currently on CX 6 options of withdrawing money, but I've only tested, well, only 2 works for Jamaica. So we have Visa Direct, which is like a reverse transaction to your account, or you can do SWIFT, which is international bank transfer, where you just wire the money to your account. That takes a longer time. That is 3 to 5 business days. The fees are lower, but it takes a longer time. So if you want your money real time and you're not busy about the fees, you just do a Visa Direct. All right, so let's see. I choose Visa and I choose I think it's this one. 825. Alright, so this is a card linked to my CIBC bank account. You realize it says withdraw may take up to 3 banking days. So that's your disclaimer, but in my experience, less than 10 minutes. So after I choose my card, I can choose the amount that I want. So I have 24.24. Alright, so tell them that I want 24.24 USD. As you can see, service charge 2.5% of what you're withdrawing plus $1.20, which is equivalent to $1.81. And then their commission fee, which is standard, which is $3.80. This is because I'm using the Visa Direct method. So summary now, they're going to be charging me $5.61 USD just to get 24.24. And in total, I am going to be getting $18.63, which is I forgot what's the current forex right now, Grace. $18.63 times, I think we're at 150 right now. So I should be getting about 2,794 and change in my account. So let's find out if I do get that. So once everything checks out right here, I'm gonna just go to withdraw. And seeing that I'm using the browser, it's gonna ask me for my 2-factor again, just to make sure say I'm me, I take my money, and not Tom, Dick, or Harry. So I'm bring up my phone again. Sorry, it takes so long because I've entered my fingerprint several times just to get to what I need to get to, and enter the random sequence and number that always changes. And you have requested to withdraw 24.24 USD. There it goes. So let's wait 3 business days. Let me do this. So it's gonna give it like 2 minutes. So now I rush it. In the meantime, just leave your comment and I will respond to your comment and turn it into a video. Alright. So wait enough time. Let's go over to our NCB account. Let's refresh the page. Oh no, not that. Let's just go. Darn it. Oh well, let's log back in. Alright, we are logged back in and let's go to account. So how much did I have in my account before? 29 something, right? How much I have in my account right now? 2,824. And if you don't believe me, let's check the stats just to make sure that I didn't just send myself money, because I was on a conference, a webinar the other day, and boy, them deal with me rough, say me a scammer and all these things. So this came from sex.io, Visa Direct, and these are sequence of numbers, which is more like related to transaction ID. So here is the 2,794 according to the current exchange rate, plus a little change of admin account, which brought it up to $2,824. So there you go. And this took like 2 minutes. Usually it takes longer, but as the disclaimer on the site says, just not to get your hopes up, it may take 3 business days. But depending upon which way you want to work it, it works. Alright, so that was pretty much how you withdraw let's talk about deposit. So from the browser, I still prefer the app, so much easier. From the browser, what we'll do is go to the menu tab on CEX, go to buy and sell. Depending on what tickles our fancy, we can buy in USD, Euro, GBP, or RUB. I don't recommend RUB. That's really Russian currency, fiat currency. It's pretty weak. I love buying in GBP. Well, I love withdrawing GBP, sorry. I love buying in Euro or USD, depending on where the value is. GBP is like one Jamaican is like 200 or something. I'm like, yo, that. But anyhow, not to stray too far, with excitement, it's the celebration, like, yo, money. Did I mention I'm not a financial advisor? Right, so once you're comfortable with buying crypto now, what you pretty much do is you can either do your research using CoinMarketCap. So for example, let me just run through what I would do if I had some funny money. I would go to CoinMarketCap, sign into my account, because I watch some of these coins. So I would arrange this by 24 hours. So right now, Polygon, which is a token on the Ethereum networks, well, we're not really get into that because this video. So for example, so Polygon is currently up 31%. Normally, based on your research, you would not invest in a coin unless you're able to confirm if it's bullish. You will hear these terms being referred to just like in Forex, bullish and bearish. Bullish, it's going up. Bearish, it's either settled or on a decline. So for Polygon, side note, I totally forgot. CX.io does not have all 9,000 cryptocurrencies out there, but it does have ones that are stable. It has mostly the stable coins. So let's say Polygon. If I wanted to invest in Polygon, because I currently hold Polygon for staking purposes. Staking is pretty much where you hold a coin for a long term and you gain interest on it monthly or yearly. It depends on the exchange. Exchanges have different regulations when it comes on to that. For CX.io, it's monthly. So I have Polygon on my wallet. I have about $24 worth of Polygon. 24 USD worth of Polygon. So if I wanted to go to Polygon, the acronym for Polygon is MATIC. So what we would look for is MATIC. Here it is. So this is Polygon. CX kind of tricky, because they like say I spend big, so you have to be careful. Okay, you realize they say, hey, get 127 MATIC for $200. Say, if you're not that big spender like myself, don't look at these. Look at your amount. There is always a minimum. So just like how you see highlighting red right now, either you spend a minimum of 20 USD or a minimum of, it really depends from currency or tokens. It really depends on how much the minimum is. So just to find out what the minimum really is, you would normally enter what you see here or clear the field just to get that red highlight to tell you how much you can purchase. The workaround is depositing USD. So instead of actually buying the crypto as is, you would deposit your USD, your fiat USD. Yes, you deposit USD, let's say 100 USD, and then exchange that into cryptocurrencies. That's the workaround to avoid the minimum maximum thing. But if you're not into that complication, you can always just buy straight. So minimum 750 MATIC Polygon. I know that is 1,147 USD. So to do this method, so if you really want to catch the wave of Polygon, you would definitely need to buy this amount. And seeing the upward trend that is on right now, it's not a bad investment. So that's an example. Let's say for everybody will know the actual what started Bitcoin. So let's clear this field. I think 0009 is, I don't remember, but let's just do that. So the minimum Bitcoin you can purchase to CEX is $49.18, $50. So all the person can afford $50. So you just buy that Bitcoin, it will be placed in the exchange and then dropped into your wallet, and it's yours to do whatever, but hold it until the value increases, because as I said, as today Bitcoin is Bitcoin is currently $50. So Bitcoin is dropping right now, which is a good time to buy. But yeah, that's pretty much how you utilize CX and how it easily works out in Jamaica. If you have any questions, leave a comment. Remember to subscribe, because I'll be dropping more videos. I'll be basing my videos off of your comments and what I come across on social media in regards to what Jamaicans as myself and others don't understand. I will be taking the risk. I will be doing the research just to make sure it makes sense and explain it in layman's terms or visualize it for you just in case. So that's it for this long, lengthy video. So you can always also tell me what I do wrong. I chat too much or I never expound too much on something, and me reach out. Thanks for watching.